Hey folks, good buddy Creedmoor Fury coming to you from east of Eden Growers Place, right here in his back to Eden Garden, Piedmont, North Carolina. Join me today for today's episode. I'm going to teach you something different, something new, and hopefully something that's going to do you lots of good. Let's go check on this liquid fertilizer. It's been stewing for a while. Y'all saw my last video? Let's see. I went ahead and I pulled the ring off. Look, you can see here, rainwater. We had some rain last night. Wow, that water is very hot. You could assume that what's in here is very hot, but it's anaerobic fermentation, and I'm going to go ahead and pull the lid back so y'all can see exactly what that looks like. See that? Take it all the way off. White. Wow. It's been sitting sealed up for, I don't know, the better part of, well, since I shot that video. And it's doing exceptionally well. If I wanted to take something out of that, make a withdrawal, really all I would do is basically just push that to the side. It'll reconsolidate itself and take the liquid from beneath and run it through a strainer. If I'm gonna say I'm gonna spray it, I want to strain it out first. I don't want any big heavy particles in there. Or I'll strain it just enough so that I can use a regular garden watering can. Those are two of my favorite methods for application. What's the difference between the two? If I'm gonna make the application via spray, then normally I'm looking to make the application, well, over a larger area. Let's take a walk, okay? I want to show you all something else. I guess we may as well walk by the garden. There's a cherry tree, lots of potatoes. In the background, you can see one of my pepper trees. My German Shepherd is asleep under that pepper tree, Dragon Cayenne. You can see some giant squash right there, blueberries. And here's the corn plot. Some various other trees here, including more cherries. That's not what I want to show y'all. I want to go back to the site where I was showing y'all the plant juice, the exudates that we're going to use to improve the sweetness of our plants. There you can see my compost pile is doing really well. Normally this might have some grass growing out of it, but what I did the other day was I raked the grass down to the bottom, and then I moved the pile from there to here. With all the grasses on the bottom mixed in the middle, I went ahead and I covered everything up with compost. So there it goes, another round of composting. Here's my plant juice extractor. I left 1/2 inch gap. Okay, that's not a wide gap, but I knew it was going to rain, so I knew some moisture would get in there. And I really want mostly plant sap. There was a snake in there. I'm going to go ahead and just gently pull this out. He won't be too upset. You see all those buggies. But you can see, that's all plant sap down there. See if I can turn. And that is basically 3/4 of a container. I'll mix that 1-to-1 with some clean water, chlorine-free water. That'll get strained through 400 mesh, and it's going to go to work. But I want to go over here, but there's a lot of fans going because this is the greenhouse. And the reason I want to do that is because I want to show you my aerobic compost tea. Really hot, lemons and stuff in here. Anyway, this is my system. I've shown it before. 2-bag system. They're both 400 mesh, and there's oxygen going in through this tea snake, and there's also oxygen going in through here. Inside that bag over there is comfrey. There's the 2 pumps. They power it all. It's on a ground fault circuit interrupter, so that if anything crazy goes on, I don't make a withdrawal and get electrocuted. We like that, right? The rain's changed everything. It really has. We don't normally get these rains. It's usually drought right now. It's hot. I've got this crazy, hat on, and my ears are protected, my neck is protected. The only thing that's not protected right now is my dog. So we chatted. I showed y'all some stuff. Basically what I was showing you is the same stuff that we use to sweeten the soils, which ultimately goes on to sweeten the plants. And everything that I showed you is essentially free. We take it from our gardens, we take it from the plants that we grow, we take it from the trees that we grow. Sometimes it's plant specific, sometimes it's mixed media. It doesn't really matter, But the idea and the concept is to take this approach where we're going to use the same organicism that we're trying to engage in. The pure stuff, the good stuff, the green stuff. We want to use that to push fertility forward. And it really is a smart and sensible thing to do because it doesn't cost us a lot of money. We're already making the effort to grow the plants. It's really just a matter of utilizing the plants in a way that maybe you don't already use them. a way to continue them through almost like a biofeedback loop where they start out growing, maybe they don't do so great, and you put them back into the system so that they can help the next successional generation of plants. Like I said before, I want you to stick with me, stick with these few videos that I'm producing for y'all, and try and attempt to use some of these suggestions in your own environment, and I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised at how well they work, especially if you're a new gardener or you're brand new to the Back to Eden method and you're just getting into the deep mulch method, or maybe you're still doing shallow mulch. This is the kind of stuff that's going to take you to the next level. It really, really is. Thank you for joining me on my journey, and I'm looking forward to seeing you and talking to y'all again. Like, subscribe, and share. God bless.